long enough to like actually sit down and look at a news story. And
Vito, that's what's hard about being in the show. Like, you just got to call up and do it. Like, I write like maybe 5 or 6 things every week, and I just like jam them into the show. I don't even let these guys listen to them when I do it.
The first time I ever did the Brown Lodge, Chris will tell you that I came in with like a notebook full of like 12 stories that I wanted to talk about and just bring up, with them. And I think I went through about 3 of them or something, and like, I think one of them was because Mike wasn't there or something, or
he couldn't figure out where the wedge was to get them in though. Whereas Fred is a bull in a china shop, and you know what? And I thank God you were saying before, like what you expect when you hear the show now, and this isn't supposed to be a testimonial talking about how much I love Fred on the show, but. Last night even, Fred called me last night while I was listening back to the show trying to come up with the previously on Best in Show stuff, and he called me at a moment that he literally, like, I don't laugh out loud at a lot of things. I was laughing out loud about his story from last week about him having girl parts.
That's great.
It really floored me, and literally the first words out of my mouth as soon as he calls, like, well, you tell a hell of a story, man. And I actually think I used expletives when I did, but like it's, I think, to me now, Best in Show has evolved into this thing of just like friends talking and doing whatever, and it always should be. And the door's always open, but we always have to, like, there has to be some sort of.
Wait, let Keith say something good about me. I'm feeling good.
Oh, okay.
My job. How'd you know I was going to talk about you? My job security is a little. Fred scares my job security a little bit. Fred
You're the Jeter, dude. You're the Jeter.
No, I don't want to be the Jeter. Can I be
I'm
the
sorry.
Piazza?
You're the A-Rod. You're the A-Rod.
Keep it down. Child sleeping in the next room.
Yeah, like Fred, the way Fred
Be the Steinbrenner
comes in prepared, like I'm waiting for the day when Chris is like, yeah, so we got this job, and they only want 2 of us, so as soon as me and Fred can bring other people into the show, then you're welcome to come.
Chris is taking Vanessa. All the way to the top.
Vanessa and Fred.
It's like Dr. Phil and Oprah, the new Vanessa and Chris.
Yeah, but again, this isn't. We're not supposed to be talking about Fred at this point. This is, we're having an in-depth conversation with
keep
Vito.
talking about me, dude. But
I will say honestly that Fred has been an unbelievable addition to the show since he's been here. Comedically, he is produced so much more than our producer has.
Yes, he has.
Like dwarfs it.
Hey.
I mean, honestly, it's almost like we don't have a producer.
Steven dwarfs it.
You have a producer. You have Deja. What are you talking about?
Zinger.
Deja's mad because I don't want the Jeter moniker right now.
Why would you? A mosquito-bitten loser? Is that what you want to be?
That's what I am anyway.
So how do we rectify this other than me coming in every week, because that's almost an impossibility?
You have to either let us know what you're calling in with. You can't call in and say, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?" Because that's just like what? Yeah, exactly. That's stick in the spokes. That's 100% what that is. That's stick in the spokes when you say, "Hey, so what are you guys talking about?" Or last week, I'm telling you, literally, you brought up 3 topics. All 3 of them were things we talked about 15 to 20 minutes before you called. It was unbelievably.
If you've got a common story to talk about, tell Chris beforehand that that's your topic, and we'll just leave it alone. Call us in.
I remember once upon a time you used to screen the calls, Brian.
Yeah.
The call
technology.
And I guess since you moved out of the closet,
the call screener room is now filled with some of my clothes.
Yeah.
There's about 4 peacoats.
We had a very call heavy day. If that gets any more, but if we get more and more calls, I'm just gonna have to go back to call screening.
Yeah, even the thing of that, they're just saying like you calling out to that you're our only caller. You hadn't listened to the show. We had so many calls today. It was unbelievable.
I think this was the show where we had the most.
I was just trying to be a prick. I knew you at least.
You don't have to try that hard.
I'm good at it.
Job successful.
Yeah. Again,
do I get a gold star for that?
You get a brown star.
You get a. I was going to say you get a brown sad face or something, but
you get a brown
Vito
asterisk.
was with us on my favorite ever episode of the Brown Lodge, just for the record.
What's your favorite one?
Which one? The one where we quit?
I remember Vito was
the
there.
One where we
and it was
quit and said
my favorite by far.
The one we quit and said we're never going to do internet radio again.
Wait a minute, isn't that episode 1 to 31?
Yeah, more or less.
Well, the one that I was on, the first one I was on, I remember we dropped Keith off, and Keith was like, "That was probably the best thing I've ever done," or something. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, "I had nothing to do with you, dude. I don't know what you're talking about."
All right, this is getting into a weird.
Why don't? Hey, Vito, what are you wearing?
I feel like I'm camping.
I just missed what happened. Was that a Brokeback moment?
Yeah, it was a Brokeback moment.
Yeah, now the modesty is getting out of control. Now it's getting to the point that everyone's going to be like, no, you were great.
That was
no, I was great.
We're blowing smoke up each other's
I
butts.
think we're all terrible, but I think in context of what we're doing, it's great.
That was fantastic.
See, I'll go so far as to say, I think I'm amazing at this.
And it comes across.
And the thing is,
It comes across that you think that.
yeah.
You know what's funny? Oh, is that my crutch? You know what's funny?
No, the thing
okay.
is, something.
But after that April Fool's show, like everybody kept saying, "No, me and Freddie should do a show." I was like, "Huh, that's interesting."
Right. We
And
did
I
that
was-
thing.
and I
Where
was-
So we stole Freddie from you.
and Monty apparently
I
too.
totally did. But like, yeah, I was thinking like, oh, what would be the format? And I was just like, oh, I should really get in touch with Freddie about this and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? I don't know that I can devote that time to it yet.
neither do
put
we.
it on the back burner. And then I was like, all right, well,
I still can't devote the time to
second
this.
banana is all right, or whatever.
Yeah, we devote 2.5 to 3 hours a week to the shows. But my phone is.
I love doing
ringing.
this
I'm on
radio
call
show
from
because
work.
you could always pin it on Chris or Keith. Like they're like the two main dudes. You know what I mean?
It's
So if
always
something-
their fault.
If something goes wrong, it's always their fault. Something goes good, and I take a little bit of credit for it. I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, it's bad. Oh, Keith, man, I don't know what's up,
I
dude.
screwed up.
What's happening?
I dropped the ball on that one.
On what?
That's why I love being in the show, being like one of the background dudes, because if something goes bad, it's you and Keith. That's, because you're guys at the show. But if something goes good, like, I'll take a little credit here and there. You know what I mean?
You know what might be Freddie's best contribution to the show to date, at least, was the
one time that he
rehab
actually
song.
remembered to bring beer to the show and not drink mine. Yeah, I thought that was his greatest.
That
when he
never
did
happened.
Rehab.
Oh wait, that's right. That was a dream. It was Floyd Mayweather
The
that
day
brought it.
before the show.
What was that, Vito?
When Freddie did that